Hello gorgeous! Today we're going to look at gloves. These are leather, some unlined, some have silk lining, some are handmade, some are not handmade. Don't ask me why. I cannot recall for the life of me what the reason behind this was, but I do remember it being quite handy at the time. The first ones I want to show you are from Etsy. I think it may have been for an event so that I can freely touch everything, where there were a lot of people touching something. That's the reason why I was looking at these gloves. These are pretty neat, especially when you open a lot of doors. You don't have to feel dirty like you're touching everyone's germs. Unpredictable weather and so many wet handles. I am a size 7 for gloves, size medium. I know that because of dishwashing gloves. The color I originally was going to get from this was white, but there are so many different types of white is the thing. You can see there have other colors. The next were these wovens. I saw these recently. I don't know why, I just have a habit of putting my size, but I love the beige. These look like Bottega Veneta, and Bottega is one of my favorite brands. I had a few of their bags. I'm looking for the colors. I have a whole swatch of all the colors. I guess it's not on this page. Here are just some of the options. Go for neutrals, if anything, and you'll be set. I can see myself wearing day to day. These ones are very luxurious if I lived in a colder place. However, I feel like these are lighter because it's less material. I like the little heart stitch. I've never noticed that before. Here are some of their swatches. I love the beige because it's dark enough in the sunlight where your eyes aren't blinded by a stark white, and it's easier to clean if there is some dirt, some stains that happen to be rubbed in there because you're using your hands, you're using a lot of pressure. I also love the navy blue. They have burgundy, which is timeless. Pink is very cute. The white, you can't go wrong. They have a black touchscreen. I personally don't care too much for touchscreen gloves because they don't always work. They're not that reliable. The technology on them, you still have to kind of warm the fingertips up a little bit. It's not as convenient as it sounds. Next are these unisex driving gloves. I love perforated proper driving gloves. They just make me think of Europe. They make me think of driving around, being fast and like a race car driver. The sand, I haven't seen this color before. This is really stunning. It looks like it's a flesh tone for me because I'm very fair. I also like this T Morgo. It's really pretty. And the Catalonia, those really cooked leathers. And then these charcoals down here, Nero, Marine, Asfalto, this lavender. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I love the selection that they have. I also found these much more affordable, friendly Italian leather driving gloves from Quince. I really love mixing up brown with black, especially when it's like a dark espresso chocolate brown like this, because it's so rich. Your eyes play with the dimensions when you're wearing dark colors like your charcoal, navy, black, chocolate. It looks very expensive, especially when it's very dark, to the point that it doesn't look black, but it looks like in the family of black. So it's almost a monochromatic gradients that you are. It's sexier, it's more mysterious, it's more pleasing to the eye as opposed to wearing a bunch of shades of the same color. You can really mix and match a bit easier. Next are these debutante gloves. What gloves am I going to show today? Because I personally have pairs of Cornelia James's. I am building a collection slowly over time. These are Royal Warranted. These were the late Her Majesty's gloves. I was thinking occasion, this is the one time where being extravagant actually counts, because gloves are meant for black tie, white tie occasions. These are specifically for white tie, as you can see. I really love me a satin opera glove. However, I find myself having a difficult time with them unless they're mousquetaire, which we'll get into. These are stunning. These are, if someone else is opening the door for you, I will have them linked below. I love the leather. It makes a lot of sense when you're in a really cold place. So I'm gonna choose the mousquetaire. They are meant so that you can unbutton them here. For example, if you are shaking someone's hand, if you're having dinner, if you're about to eat, and you can tuck your glove in. So I don't know if you can see me. I don't have any mousquetaire. I will get a set just to show you guys so that, can you see me? The way it works is you unbutton them and then you fold them over back into your sleeve. That's what I would do, so it's not flapping around, getting in the way when you're eating, when you shake someone's hand, instead of having to remove the whole thing, because it's essentially the equivalent of taking off a part of your outfit. It's like taking off your shoe. It's weird because it's the hands, so it's trying to be the least awkward possible. It's not like a hat where men are technically supposed to take off their hats. Women have the option because it takes a while to coif their hair and it's part of their hair essentially, so women are allowed allowed to wear hats indoors before 6 p.m., obviously. When it comes to gloves, with the mousquetaire, it's a little bit easier because you have the ability to put it away while still sort of wearing it in a very formal setting that you can remove because it's polite to remove it. This is the one thing where it's good to take it off. I wanted to show you these mousquetaires because it's leather. We're gonna get into some different designs. What I love about Cornelia James is it's silk lined usually. It has upper arm fit. You can measure everything, different colors, predominantly the neutrals for evening events because you can wear it at night and your eyes shine with the dullest of white. Handmade in Naples, Ethiopian cabretta leather, and shipping's pretty quick. The packaging is stunning. This is a 16-inch glove derived from highland hair sheep of Ethiopia's pristine plateaus. I'm trying to find if it's lined. Tanned using age-old techniques. I cannot see if it's lined. I'm assuming it might not be. If it is, it usually will be silk from my experience with Cornelia James because only the best of the best. Spring and summer gloves. I don't know where to even begin. Let me know in the comments below if any particular styles stick out to you. I like anything with buttons because it becomes a mousquetaire. It's easy peasy where you can shake people's hands. It's the most polite. Lace is actually very forgiving with gloves because you can still use your technology. That's something I find to be a little bit challenging when it comes to gloves. That's the one thing that's hindering me from wearing them. If you rather have zero technology and just enjoy the night in person, this is the Ariadne Bridal Satin Opera Glove. Ostrich feathers is the plumage. White, there's pale ivory, which I think is stunning. Ivory, which looks good, really fabulous with warm tones. Black. I'm noticing that ostrich feathers have a very specific look now that I'm really paying attention. Silver mist color is wow. This blue, very muted spring blue, so it looks good on a spring. I think this is very discreet. It's very chic. I like this in the champagne. Wow. I'm very biased when it comes to this. I feel like classic is good with gloves as long as it matches a majority of your evening gowns because that's what you'll be wearing them with. This is very special. I like this blue so much. Jessica Tulle opera glove. Blue and the green are my favorite colors. They have upper arms. You can add monogram, add mousquetaire. I cannot deal with how cute these are. The purple mousquetaire already. I like these a lot. These are Tulle. Oh, I guess this is the mousquetaire version. What's the difference? Oh, this has the ribbons. This is plain mesh. Oh, sorry, Tulle. Is this different? The length here looks like it has upper arm fit. This blue is to die for. It's better than this slated muted blue. This dark amethyst, wow. Wow. I've been really getting back into violets. It just looks so rich and nobody really reaches for it unless you have a deeper. Anybody who likes it, who can rock it, who has the attitude, I feel like this should be reached more towards. Same thing with orange. Orange and yellow are very brilliant. I love gem tones, jewel tones. If you can pull it off, if you have the passion for it, go for it. These are stunning. I used to wear a lot of lace gloves and they're really good for using your phone, even if they do have the fingertips because the heat is easily transferable. I can see myself wearing these in the daytime a lot more, especially for different really dressed up events like garden parties, bridal showers. It's still accessible with the heat of the touch of your heat censored devices. I really like the ivory for this because it looks very daytime. A bridal glove, you can wear it anywhere as long as you have the attitude. Melody, this satin glove with ballerina tulle cuff. This is definitely a showstopper. That pink looks stunning. This is so one of a kind. I really love the navy. This is more my style. I'm not trying to be a vampire. It's just vampire colors look better on me as a deep winter. Bear with me. I wish I could see all of these in person at the store. This just looks fabulous. Next is this longer line suede cotton day glove, the Francesca. Perfect for when you're outdoors and it's really sunny out. I would wear that everywhere. I love the gray. I would wear all of these very happily. They would suit my lifestyle very well. This silk glove, oh, I would be very delicate with this. I wear silk gloves. I have a couple opera pairs that are silk on the outside, not just on the lining. These are great because they're breathable for summer. They're really lightweight. The only thing is they're very delicate and get caught on a lot of things. I would find something that is a darker color. I wouldn't get white because it would get dirty too easily. You can hand wash it right away as long as that's not an issue. If you have accessibility to a sink. I would get something darker, so the stains are a bit more forgiving over time. It's also not as obvious to the eye when it comes to seeing all the little threads that come out. This is Emma Cotton Day Glove. I have no idea why human beings wear cotton for the outside world. I'm wearing cotton trousers right now 100% all the way through. I was picking up a parcel downstairs and a box rubbed against me. It left a stain. It was easy to clean off, but it's not always forgiving, especially such delicate material that you use with your hands all the time, touching all of these handles. Something to consider. You just have to have someone else there with you, a proper gentleman. This Georgia Day cotton glove. What exactly is the difference? I need to see here. Okay, so the bow is on the back of the hand, it's on the front, and this is a bit more to the side, which is really cute. That detail is more feminine. You can give excuses to show off your wrists, and it's very delicate. Pays attention to parts that captivate the natural people's social cues. So you would use your body language naturally. This glove creates body language for you without you having to show your wrist deliberately. It just brings attention to it. This Genevieve suede cotton glove. Suede cotton gloves. I really like this length. Asket gray, stunning. Chocolate. I love this parchment. Camel, not really my color, but I can see it on a warm tone. Navy, it looks so expensive without it being too severe as black, but black just looks good no matter what. I wish they had one that had silver hardware, that's the only thing. And if I had a collab with Cornelia James one day in the future, I would create something with silver hardware for the cool tones. Represent. But I love this. I would wear this, the heck out of this every single day if I did live in a place that had a little bit of a more unpredictable climate. But I live here in Los Angeles. You can, if you are being driven, if you are indoors, and if you are making a shopping appointment, say at Cavalli, who knows, it actually might be appropriate. Or if you're going somewhere to lunch. This Regina suede cotton day glove. Regina, by the way, means queen, also means king, depending how you use it. She looks like she's in head to toe Ralph Lauren. That one British brand for bags, I forgot the name. So chic. I can see this for Cheltenham, Chelsea Flower Show, anywhere that there are beautiful tea dresses. Keep your shoulders covered and keep your wrists covered as well. This silk glove with a bow, always cute. I love that it's double tied, very delicate, very dressed up, fun, girly, porcelain blue. Love this color. I love this Leonora suede cotton day glove. Makes me think of Leonora Smee. This navy is sold out. I'm very surprised that all the short gloves for navy, a majority of them are sold out. I love this parchment. Asket gray is really stunning to the eyes. The longer I look at it, the more I want to look at it. Chocolate, stunning. Camel, stunning. Black, not my style, but absolutely stunning and something I would gravitate towards. Parchment, I wear this every day. Same with the asket. I think I'd reach more for the asket. The white, if I'm in a really dressed up function, definitely would reach for this. And then navy, I'd wear this every day, hands down, literally. Next is this Angelique tulle glove with bow. This is essentially the tulle version of that silk that we saw. They have more fun colors. It's very extravagant. A party girl would wear this. It's very statement. It's still very dainty. Definitely a conversation starter. I saved the best for last. This was leather glove with a button cufflink because I have these in black. They last forever. The quality is amazing. The dye, you will notice over time, will ages beautifully. It is really high quality. It's well made. Their dyeing process, it's something else. It's really natural. You can tell to the naked eye that these are really high quality without staring at them really hard. You look at them and you think, holy wow. I think they added cardinal red. Here's the navy. I will purchase all of these colors eventually over time and collect them. They're definitely something you can use for the rest of your life as long as you take care of them. I used to wear them every single day when I did go to work at a 9 to 5 in Kentucky. And I always get compliments every time I wear them. People would say, you're so classy. You're so classy. I thought that was funny because to me they were just protection and they made a lot of sense. They suited my lifestyle, but they're also still very polished and dressed up. They're not just utility. There's something else about them, and that's why Her Late Majesty donned them regularly. So I'm a huge fan. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe, click the bell, tell all your friends, watch it several thousand times. Sign up to my newsletter to stay connected. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.